I was 4 years old, and I had this dream, like falling and falling and falling and falling, and I just woke up before hitting the ground. I was so scared that I walked across the hallway to my mom and dad's bed, and she opened her covers, and I snuggled in and fell back asleep. And I was asleep, and my mom carried me back into my bed, and it was okay again. Now, what do you call that? A saint, a hero, or an angel? They're all in the same family. They're actually siblings, I think. Saints, heroes, and angels, they belong together. We just have different words, different names for them. So who are your saints? Who are your heroes? Who are your angels? Who channel that energy, that love, that connection, who reflect the beauty, a holiness, a glow from a world from beyond them? Because to me, one of the core things of saints, heroes, in this sense, and angels are, it's not about them. It's not about them. But it's that they become instruments, that they are channels, that they bring something to our lives that is otherworldly, something that is from beyond. And what a gift and what a treasure it is to have them. Now, what makes a saint a saint? And to me, it's really about love. But under this word love, we understand 1,000 different things. So what is love? To me, love is something that becomes visible in actions and real through the doing. So love is always a verb, something that someone does. It's not just a feeling, it's not the big idea or dream of love. That may be all part of it. But love at its core is a verb and action. And love, imagine, has always to flow and be passed on. That's what I think love and blood have in common, you know? The blood in you, it always flows. If your blood flow stops, whoa, you're in big trouble. It's the same. When love stops flowing, it's not love anymore. It dies, just as you die when your blood, your energy stops flowing. So the saints participate and channel this flow of love, this energy, through their actions, through who they are, by how they spread and pass on that love. Give you a few examples of flowing love. We just heard Psalm 23, one of my favorite ones. The Lord is my shepherd. God restores my soul. My cup runneth over. And I can just see that shepherd of our souls. What does the good shepherd do? Well, the sheep is running off. The sheep is off in the ditch or caught up or whatever. The good shepherd follows the lost sheep. The good shepherd looks for the one who is disoriented, who doesn't know the way home. The shepherd goes and picks the sheep up. Just like our shepherd window. By the way, I have the best seat in the house, looking at the shepherd window. Yeah, if you haven't looked at it yet. What does the shepherd do? He finds the lost. He takes it in the arms and carries it home. That is love, looking for what is lost and bringing it home, holding it close to one's heart. So who are your saints? And I'll tell you some of my saints. One of them is my wife. Why? She puts up with a lot. I call it persistence, but it's stubbornness. I'm always for shortcuts, you know? You can do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm always 1, 5. And Sigrid thinks that, oh my gosh. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. And Sigrid says, can you please tune it down to step by step? She is one of my heroes, my saints, my angels, because she's putting up with me. Another one was 15 years ago when I was really down in the valley and I was grieving all the losses that I've experienced. So my counselor at that time was one of my heroes, my saints who helped me through the valley. When I was there, it felt like everything was damming up. The water was building. It was all afloat. My scare was, when that dam opens, what will happen when the dam breaks and everything falls apart? Well, slowly by slowly, I figured out that I don't have to hold it all together. It's okay to let go and open up and softening and working into grace with that. An experience, and holy, a sacred experience for me. Now, there are other saints. One of my saints, heroes, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Why? He said, you matter. You count. Your voice counts. Your vote counts. And if there are others who do not have a voice, do not vote. You vote for them. It's so important. I admire everyone who works for diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're the saints, I think, from my perspective, in our today's life. Who are other saints? Well, you've seen the signs out. Heroes work here. I deeply believe that. Someone who is picking up a second shift from another nurse in the hospital when it's crowded, when it's falling apart. Those are the heroes, the ones in the nursing home who are there to help change diapers, do the things that we do not even want to look at. They are unsung heroes. They are the saints. When they do it, get up every day, step in, and care for others. So who are the angels, your heroes, your saints? One of the most important things to me to remember is that the saints are not perfect. They're just like you and like I am. And Jesus points that out in the Beatitudes when he says, blessed are the bullies, the strong ones, the powerful, the successful ones. He doesn't say that. Jesus says, blessed are the ones who are at the end of their rope, because they know with less of me, there is more room for God. Jesus says, blessed are the brokenhearted, those who know what it feels like, who have felt the pain, who know what it is like in the valley. Blessed are the pure in heart, those who have a heart, whose heart is open and receptive. Blessed are those who are grieving, who are meek, who mourn, who turn the other cheek, who are doing it anyway, even if it doesn't look like it's valued or it matters. The saints are the ones who, in spite of their limitations, their brokenness, their hurt, have a heart, and do what you, Jane, shared during the children's message. The saints help us live into these two quotes, and they're some of my all-time favorites. Leonard Cohen said, "There is a crack in everything. That's where the light gets in." And Rumi, "The wound is where the light enters you." The wound, where you hurt, where the crack is, that's where the light enters you. To me, the saints, the heroes, the angels are the ones who feel the wound, the hurt, the pain of the world, and are from and with that light for others, shine for others. Who are your saints?